guys, so today let's talk about autumn style loss for flamboyant natural. If you're new to my channel, I have a huge Kibbe body types playlist. I'm gonna leave the link down below. Before you watch this video, I recommend you to watch this one. I'm gonna leave the link down below. This is summer style loss for flamboyant natural. There I'm talking about basic layer rules, because today we're gonna talk about layering. So what is the biggest problem for flamboyant naturals in autumn? I would say they don't have problem in autumn unless they are big fans of preppy style look which consists of many symmetrical geometric small pieces and quite short. Normally this is something that is messing up with flamboyant naturals proportions. Or if they like very much ladylike look. So this is when their angularity and their elongation is showing itself much more than it really is. So everything in their body, quite angular and asymmetrical, is popping up. So what is the basic rule for layering for flamboyant naturals? Mix and match effect is amazing on you, and best if it's elongated. Silhouette is best when it's boldly unconstructed. Those are your best things. You are very lucky to be able to pull off oversized clothes. It doesn't mean that you always have to wear oversized everything, of course not. It's a myth and it's misconception, of course not. You can go for moderate things too if you want, but it's just you are the type that can pull that off if we compare you to other types, for example. So things that would not be for you is something too stiff, too narrow, sharp geometrics, too short and tiny and crisp and delicate. Just what I said about this preppy style, or just in general, some people just love high-waisted cropped pieces, little girlish pieces, and if younger flamboyant natural can actually pull that off, quite fun. She just looks like slightly oversized doll, kind of like that Barbie, you know? But once the woman is growing, she becomes more and more elegant. So when she feels more elegant, she wants to go for a little bit more free pieces for herself just to look more elegant. Let's be more specific about items. If we talk about sweaters, so you look best in thick, bulky, rough knits, in heavy knits. That is your thing. So if you go for skinny rib knits, go for one size or two sizes up. So it would not stretch around you too much, but it would just lie on top of your skin and not look very skinny on you. Long and oversized sweaters look great on you. Moderate size looks good too. If it's skinny and cropped, again, maybe on teenagers that can look cool, like a Barbie doll. Older the woman is, just kills their elegance completely. So bigger will look better, but not in thin knits at the same time. Thin knits can look slightly untidy and cheap on you. Choose thicker knits or rough textured sweaters. If we talk about stripes, stripy classic sweaters I think look great. Again, choose something a bit more elongated, not as crisp, tiny and geometric. So sweaters that might not look very good on flamboyant naturals is something too cute, too cropped, too fitted, or too sleek. Now, if you talk about cardigans, moderate to long would be great, unconstructed and loose would be great, dropped shoulders look good. You can go for fitted shoulders too, but dropped shoulders actually look better on you because they look slightly softer and more unconstructed in silhouette, and this is what you want. Also, I think modern classic cardigans that they sell now in the shops are good on almost each body type, especially if it's slightly elongated. If it's below those top bones here, I think you would look amazing. It can be belted or not belted. It can be a wrap cardigan or not wrapped cardigan. Just in general, flamboyant naturals look better, believe it or not, without waist emphasis. So if it's just straight around your waist, it's good. You still can accentuate your waist, but best if the peplum or the cardigan that is left underneath is not too short, is not creating that frill. Better if it just goes down, maybe covering your butt even, so that would look stunning because it will still create that long vertical line. Very long cardigans would look amazing. You can get them in different patterns and different textures. Cardigans that might not look very good on you is something cropped, tiny, cute, fussy. 50s kind of small, tiny cardigans also is not your thing. Jackets and blazers. Long, unconstructed and loose, preferably not shorter than from top of the thigh down. It accentuates your vertical line. Oversized is good. Moderate length is also good. Better if they sit a bit loosely and not too stiff on you. Of course, if you're going for that traditional blazer, just better choose something more elongated. Some of them can be quite geometric in shape. They can be quite sharp, especially in the shoulders. For you, it's still better to choose something less sharp and a bit more blunt, more unconstructed or more rounded in shape. If you can find it, great. If you don't, then if you still want to go for something very tailored and geometric, just choose something maybe not very tailored around your waist, maybe a little bit more straight here, and again longer. Normally all those casual kind of jackets would look great. denim jacket, bomber, all that is your thing. Leather jacket, also great. If all of those are not tiny and too cropped and small and geometric, you're good here. Of course, sports style on Flamboyant Naturals look great. Jackets and blazers that might not look good on you is something too tailored and crisp, something too sharp, or something too small, cropped and sharp, or something too delicate with fussy trim. It's just very far from you. It's not your story. Now let's go to the coats. Coats is your thing. Any kind of a coat that they sell nowadays is for you. It can be moderate in size, it can be knee length, it can be longer to the very bottom. That is your thing. You can wear it opened or closed. You can use belt, but keep it relaxed slightly, just not to break that vertical line because it looks great on you. You can also choose wide and long, wide and short, long and narrow coats. All that would look great. Classic trenches, I think they look great on everyone. You can choose whether knee length or longer again. Coats that might not look as good on you is something too severe tailored, but you can always add something to soften it, like huge scarf, wrap it around your neck. It can add some unconstructedness to your look. Now, something too cropped and boxy and sharp, it's just not your vibe. Again, for younger Flamboyant Naturals, it might look cool. The older you get, the longer you want to go for. It just will look more elegant. Something too fussy and delicate, especially with peplum, is just too tiny for you. It's too delicate for you. You will look much more angular and large than you are. Now let's go to shoes. All those shoes that they sell now, those classic shoes, I think they are amazing. I don't talk about do's and don'ts for shoes for this season or for this year. Other girls are doing amazing job on this, so you just always keep an eye on what's in trend. Here I'm just talking about general things, general rules. So yeah, basically you can go for anything, maybe not something extremely delicate. Anything angular, anything chunky would work for you. Normally I don't recommend wide ankle boots to almost any type. If you're a Flamboyant Natural and you're very thin, you have very thin and elongated legs, for you it might look cool. So if you want to go for that, you can try that. But just in general, ankle is our delicate and very beautiful part of our body. So we normally want to show it and we don't want to cover it, and especially we don't want to widen it. We don't want it to be exactly the size of your cuff. Otherwise your legs will be like elephant legs. We don't want that. So just choose your judgment and see how that looks on you. Sometimes there are boots that are wide around the ankle, but you can still see the delicate ankle. And as a contrast, it looks even more delicate. So if your legs are elongated, especially if they're elongated enough from the knee to the bottom, because sometimes many women actually have this. They have elongated legs from the hip to the knee, and then they have shortened legs from the knee to the bottom. For these ladies, I don't recommend these boots that cut their ankle. Also, Kibbe doesn't recommend something too sharp. Sharp toe, sharp heel. He says for you it's better if it's slightly squarish. If you talk about scarves, for warm autumn you can go for silk, chiffon or cotton scarf. You can choose different kinds of patterns, but better if the pattern is quite bold. You can choose all those classic stripes, of course. You can choose avant-garde or abstract patterns. If you go for florals, it's best if they're moderate size to large and not tiny and small. Tiny and small is just too noisy, too small for you. You normally have larger features, larger bones. Also, I don't recommend something too gentle, too watercolor blend, or small ornate prints also are not for you. If you go for a woolen scarf or cashmere scarf, here you can do whatever you want. Now, if we talk about hats and puffers, I have a separate video, winter style, for the body types, all the body types in one. There I'm just talking about the rules, how to incorporate puffer into your outfit, your personal rules. So the link is down below. Also, I found some amazing pieces for you, so for your reference, I'm leaving all the links down below under this video so you would check that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.